What's up, everybody? Today I'm recording a special video for me because I've been wearing this thing for the last about 4.5 weeks and it has not been fun. Now, for anybody who's ever had a cast before, you know one of the worst things ever is to get an itch right here because there's no way you're going to reach in and you can't reach around a corner. So I came up with 3 of my favorite ways to be able to get that itch. Now, I'm going to start with the number 1 and greatest one because if you're like me, you need to know right now. And you don't want to wait for the whole video to wait till the last one for me to reveal the greatest. So I'm going to start with the greatest. And it is the coat hanger. Just your everyday coat hanger. You got it. One of these. You take it and you snip it right at the top, right here. Right across this top part where it's close together. You'll cut it there and then bend it out as straight as you can. Now, that's obviously not straight, but you get the picture, right? So you take that and then you'll take the 2 ends, touch them together, and then right here, get a nice shape. I like it a little wider up at the top just because it scratches better. Then you can slide that in there and the edges are good enough. If some of them have this thin plastic material on them, you have to be careful because that'll poke you, but this one was fine, so just watch out. Everything felt smooth and you can itch your arm. Go in underneath. It's great. Also works up fine up here too. That's number 1, my favorite. Use that all the time just because it's the easiest to get to. Now, when I didn't have access to a hanger, I was at work. But I did have access to these hard drive magnets. I work in IT and we had plenty of hard drives, and so we busted open a few and we took the magnet, and if you see, these are neodymium magnets. They are very, very, very strong. So if you get them even close together, it'll hold and probably pinch your fingers. It doesn't feel so good. I did it right before I started the video and it kind of hurt. But what I did is you take one of the magnets and you set it there. You set the other one on top. See how stuck that is? And you drag that up and you can itch your arm. Now you have to be careful with neodymium magnets because they're very fragile and they'll crack and they get a sharp edge. This edge is very sharp, and I had one come up into my arm and flip over, and so the sharp edge was down against my skin and I had to drag it all the way back out. So it feels really good, but you also have the potential, if you have a cracked magnet, you're going to get cut. So be careful. These are really big ones because they're from a server hard drive. You'll find smaller ones in a regular hard drive, but you can YouTube a video of how to break them open. That's up to you. But neodymium magnets, awesome. The last one, but not least, is another option. I was looking at some 3D printed casts online, and I saw how they were had tons of holes all over them, but they're still pretty structurally sound. Well, this thing's solid as a rock, and so I figured I could put a hole or 2 inside of it and not have to worry about compromising its integrity. So if you look, you don't want to ever put a hole anywhere in this area or anywhere where the break is, just because you need as much strength as you can get. But if you can put one up here in this area, mine was broke down here. If yours is broke up here, I wouldn't recommend putting a hole there. But you do not want to put a large hole because it will begin to wear out, and you're going to not want to do this at the very beginning of having your cast. Wait until a little while in so that it doesn't wear down as fast. But I just use a razor blade. The one thing that would work better is a Dremel. If you have one of the sanding discs for a Dremel, just remember, your arm is inside there, so do this last one at your own risk. That's why I think it's just easiest just to use the hanger. Alright everybody, this wraps up this video. As you can see, I've got a little hole in there. You can move the gauze and stuff around, but use a pencil, whatever you got. You can scratch your arm now. Feels a little bony. Hasn't seen the light of day for a long time. I had a really thick cast, so it took me a while to get through. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend that way at all. It's not much better. It doesn't even feel that good to itch like this. Maybe if I got the stuff out of the way, it'd be nice because I could have an air vent. Maybe poke an air compressor hose in there and dry it off, but it's not worth it. So don't ask me to help you because I won't tell you how to do it. There's no good way to do it. That's it. Thanks for watching. Everybody knows it's pretty easy to subscribe. If you've never subscribed, just click on the button right down in the corner. You just click it. That's all you have to do. And if you haven't subscribed to anybody, I can be your first. That'd be pretty cool. You'd see how it works and you realize it's not that hard and it's not that big of a deal. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to get my cast off. Peace.